The air is thick with the anticipation of battle. The Viking warriors stand poised on the edge of the field, their breath visible in the cold morning light. Suddenly, the silence is shattered by a deep resonating sound. The war horns have been sounded. It is a call to arms, a signal that the time for courage and ferocity has arrived. The sound, at once musical and menacing, cuts through the chatter of the wind and the rustle of armor. As the horn's notes echo across the landscape, they carry with them a promise of chaos. The Vikings, clad in their iconic helmets and wielding mighty axes, surge forward. The sound invigorates them, filling their hearts with a primal energy. It is as if the very land itself is urging them onward, the horns like voices of ancient gods. The battlefield becomes a symphony of shouts, metal clashing, and the ever-present rallying cry of the war horns. The sound of the horns is more than just a signal, it is a weapon in itself. It disorients the enemy, creating confusion and fear. The deep booming tones seem to wrap around the mind, making it difficult to think clearly. In this moment, the Viking warriors have the advantage. They are not just fighting men, they are an unstoppable force, driven by the sound of their horns. This is the power of the Viking war horns. They turn the tide of battle not just with their physical presence, but with the psychological force they wield. The enemies hear the horns and know that they face not mere mortals, but something far more fearsome. The roar of the North, the indomitable spirit of the Viking warriors. The Viking war horns, known as the lure and jallarhorn, are not just tools of war, but works of art in their own right. Each horn is crafted with skill and precision, a testament to the craftsmanship of the Viking people. The lure, a long, curving horn, is often made from wood or metal. Its design allows it to produce a deep, resonant sound that can travel great distances across the battlefield. The jallarhorn, on the other hand, holds a more mythic status. Made traditionally from a hollowed-out animal horn, its construction involves careful shaping and polishing. The mouthpiece is often carved with intricate designs, sometimes depicting scenes from Norse mythology. This attention to detail reflects the importance of the horn in Viking culture, both as a tool of war and as a symbol of their rich heritage. The creation of these horns is a process steeped in tradition. Craftsmen select materials not just for durability, but for their ability to produce the perfect sound. The shape of the horn, its length, and even the type of wood or metal used can affect the tone and volume. This meticulous attention to detail ensures that when the horn is sounded, it can fulfill its role on the battlefield. For the Vikings, the war horn was more than just a means of communication. It was a part of their identity. Each note that rang out was a reminder of their strength and unity. The horns were a bridge between the present and the past, a reminder of their ancestors' valor and the enduring spirit of the North. The sound of the Viking war horns is not merely heard but felt. The low-frequency tones penetrate the very core of those who hear them, stirring emotions and instincts that lie dormant in the human psyche. It is a sound that bypasses reason and goes straight to the heart, invoking a primal fear. This is the psychological weapon that the Vikings wielded so effectively. Research has shown that low-frequency sounds can have profound effects on the human body. They can cause feelings of unease, anxiety, and even panic. The vibrations resonate within the body, creating a physical reaction that is difficult to ignore. The Vikings, knowingly or not, harnessed this power to unsettle their enemies before even crossing swords. The effect of these sounds on the battlefield cannot be understated. As the horn's call rings out, enemy warriors experience a disruption in their thoughts and tactics. The sound sows confusion, making it difficult for leaders to rally their troops. It creates a sense of impending doom, as if the very earth is rebelling against them. This psychological warfare was as important as physical combat. The Vikings understood that breaking the enemy's spirit could be as effective as breaking their ranks. The war horns, with their eerie, otherworldly sounds, were a key component of this strategy. They turned the tide of battle before a single blow was struck, proving that the mind can be as formidable a battlefield as any physical terrain. Sound as strategy communication on the battlefield. On the battlefield, clear communication is crucial. Viking war horns served as an essential tool for conveying commands amidst the chaos of combat. Each sound, each note, carried a specific meaning understood by the warriors trained to respond swiftly. The horns could signal an attack, a retreat, or a change in formation, allowing the Vikings to adapt quickly to the evolving battle conditions. The use of horns for communication required skill and coordination. Hornblowers were trained to produce distinct sounds for different commands. This system of auditory signals was as sophisticated as any written language, designed to convey complex messages in an instant. It enabled leaders to maintain control over their forces even when visibility was low and the din of combat was overwhelming. The effectiveness of this system was not lost on the Vikings' adversaries. The ability to execute complex maneuvers with precision gave the Viking forces a strategic edge. They could respond to threats and exploit opportunities with a swiftness that caught many enemies off guard. The horns were not just a means of communication, they were a tool of dominance. Today, the legacy of Viking war horns in communication strategies is evident in modern military practices. The use of sound signals for coordination in combat is a testament to the effectiveness of these ancient methods. The Vikings understood the power of sound to unite their forces and disrupt their enemies. Their mastery of this art remains a fascinating study of how innovation in communication can shape the outcomes of the battle. Gjallarhorn, a mythic echo through time. In Norse mythology, the Gjallarhorn holds a place of great significance. It is said to be the horn of Heimdall, the watchman of the gods. The sound of the Gjallarhorn is said to be heard across all worlds, a call that signals the onset of Ragnarok, the end of times. This mythic horn symbolizes the power of sound to transcend the physical world and touch the divine. The stories of the Gjallarhorn are woven into the fabric of Norse culture. They speak of a time when gods and men were not so different, and the line between myth and reality was blurred. The horn's call is a reminder of the inevitable cycle of destruction and renewal, a theme that resonates deeply with the Viking ethos of bravery in the face of fate. In Viking society, the Gjallarhorn was more than just a mythic symbol, it was a cultural icon. It represented the connection between the earthly and the divine, a bridge to the past and a warning for the future. Its echoes can be heard in the stories recounted by the fireside, in the songs sung to honor the fallen, and in the whispers of the wind across the fjords. Today, the legacy of the Gjallarhorn endures. It is a symbol of the enduring power of mythology to shape our understanding of the world. The Viking war horns, with their deep, resonant tones, remind us of a time when sound was both a tool of war and a bridge to the divine. Their roar continues to echo through history, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the North.